friends, today we're going to be talking about reading a clock. So as you can see, I have a clock behind me, but we know clocks have things that are called hands. So I have a minute hand and I have a small hand. The small hand represents an hour, so the hours that go by. And the large hand represents the minutes. And one way that I remember that is that the word hour is smaller than the word minute. So hour because it's small, minute because it's big. The word minute is much bigger than the word hour. So that's how I remember it. So I know that when I'm reading hours, I'm going to read them as they appear. So if my hour hand is at, if my hour hand is at 1 o'clock, then I would say 1 o'clock. If my hour hand is at 2 o'clock, I would say 2. If my hour hand is at the 3, I would say 3 o'clock. If it's at the 10, I would say 10 o'clock, okay? If I have my minute hand, my minute hand is where I count by fives. So if it lands on a number, if it is hitting the number 2, then I'm going to start at 12 and I'm going to count by fives. 5, 10. So the 2 in minutes really means 10. So let's write together the number of minutes. So 12 just means 0, 0. 1 means 5, 2 means 10, 3 means 15, 4 means 20, 5 means 25, 6 means 30, 7 means 35, 8 means 40, 9 means 45, 10 means 50, and 11 means 55. So let's see if you were paying attention. If my minute hand, my big hand, was on the 7, how many minutes have gone by? Yeah, 35. Good job. If my minute hand was on the 10, how many minutes have gone by? Yes, way to go. 50. Tap yourself on the back. So I know that I can skip count by fives, or I can even just take my number and multiply it by 5. Just like you figured out that if the big hand is on the 10, it's 50. 10 times 5 equals 50. Just like the time before when you figured out that if the big hand is on the 7, it's 35. 7 times 35. Awesome work. So now I have all these little tick marks in between my clock. So I want us to remember that if it's in between, I'm going to count each one as 1. So now my big hand is on the 1, which means 5, and then it goes 1 tick, 6, another tick, 7, another tick, 8, another tick, 9, one more tick, it's on the 2, which is, yeah, good job, which is 10. Excellent job. So again, when we find the hour, we want to look at the small hand. We want to find the 2 closest numbers. So for example, if I have my hour hand and it's in between the 1 and the 2. So my small hand is in between the 1 and the 2, then I know that it's going to be 1 o'clock. And one way you can remember that is you can say, whose backyard is the hour hand in? So the hour hand, he loves hanging out in people's backyards. He just likes it. So when he goes past a number, it means he's in their backyard. He doesn't like front yards. I don't know why, but he just doesn't. He's a backyard kind of guy. So when he is in the backyard, when he's past one of the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then that means it is whatever number that he has passed, whatever backyard he is in. So let's try. So if my hour hand, my small hand, is in between the 2 and the 3. Whose backyard is he in? Yeah, the 2. So it would be 2 and then whatever the minute hand is. Let's try again. Now, he's in between the 7 and the 8. Yeah, exactly. It would be 7 something. Beautiful. Nice work. So now I'm going to put up a time and I'm going to see if you will be able to figure it out. So let's see. All right. All right, let's see. Sticky little guy. Okay. All right, now let's see. I'm gonna try to move you forward a little bit. Okay, friends. So now let's look together. Let's look together. So I see, I'm gonna start with my hour hand. I see that my hour hand is in between 11 and 12. Whose backyard is the hour hand in? Whose backyard is the hour hand in? Yeah, it's in 11's backyard. So I know my time is going to be 11 something. I don't know, I haven't figured out my minutes yet. So now let's look at the minutes. So now here's my minute hand and it's pointing right at the 3. So I know I can either multiply the 3 times 5 or I can skip count. I'm gonna start with 12 and skip count. 5, 10, 15. So I know that the time on this clock shows 11:15. Nice job, friends.